Good afternoon, class. The scenario that we picked is Tim and Lauren. They are currently separated and they're going to be going through a divorce. Lauren is my wife, but we are separated and we're going through a divorce. And she's currently living with Justin, her boyfriend. And the children are going back and forth between the households, and it's causing severe stress and anxiety on the children. And so today we are going to discuss what is the best course of action and what is in the best interest of the children. And so we're going to try to do this, and we're going to try to be cordial, but we both have our own convictions, and we both feel that our households are going to be the best situation for the children. So right now we're splitting it 50-50 until the courts decide or deem which home will be the best, and it may ultimately end up as it is today, where the shared custody is going to be exactly equal. Personally, I find that to be a little detrimental for the children, because they are in school, and that's a lot of give and take with them and with the schools and their homework and their friends. And so hopefully today we can come up with a solution that everyone can live with, and that's amicable. Okay, Lauren, I understand that you talked to your attorney?
I talked to the attorney, and the children are fine with me and Justin.
What do you say if the children decide that they want to come and actually live full-time with me?
Then we'll have to discuss that further.
Here's the problem that I think we're going to run into, is the kids are going to suffer with their grades, and their grades are coming out pretty soon. And I think that that's going to be a major problem, and it could cause ramifications later on with them getting into universities. And so I personally think it would be in the best interest for the children to be with me full time. I understand that this has not been resolved with the courts, but this back and forth is appearing to cause a strain on the children's overall success and interaction with each other and with their peers and with their schoolwork. And so we both know that we don't want to have long-term negative ramifications with the kids and their emotional well-being because we're bickering back and forth. So I personally feel that it would be in our best interest for the children to stay with me. Now, granted, I'm going to stay open-minded right now while we're going through the courts and transitioning, and hopefully you and Justin can get this sorted out to where the children can be with you sometimes. But as it stands right now, I think we're really close to hitting threshold. I'm going to stay open-minded. I'm going to try to stay as flexible as possible. But at some point, I feel like enough is enough, and I'm going to have to take corrective action, and go through the courts for the best interest of the children, not for myself and not for you. We both have to step out of this and think what's in the best interest of the children. Would you agree with that?
Oh, my main thing is what's best for the kids. And I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, they're my children as well, and we need to get this worked out. So we'll take it from there.
Okay, so as it stands right now, we'll give it a little more time, and then ultimately we'll make a decision. Hopefully we can do this and be cordial, because the last thing I want to have happen is I don't want to see the children being in the middle and picking sides, or seeing us fight it all. I wanna keep it as cordial as possible and just keep this between us and make adjustments as needed. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. Again, like I said, they're the most important thing to me, and we just have to do what's best for the kids, setting our feelings aside. Period.
Okay, I think we're on the same sheet right now. Hopefully, in the near future, we can get this sorted out. I'd be more than happy to speak with Justin as well, if you're okay with that, and find out what his thought process is and what his feelings are towards the children, and does he actually want the kids to be in your new home 50% of the time? And is he ready to take on that level of responsibility? Or does he look at the children as a hindrance? And I know you're telling me that Justin's great and the kids think he's great, but I don't think that he's stepping up as much as you think he is. And I'm starting to see the ramifications of that in the children's moods and attitudes towards school and with their peers. And so with that being said, I think it would behoove us and be in the best interest of all parties involved for us to have a sit down with Justin as well and hear him out and find out what his position is on this situation. And he may surprise you. He may say, no, I would rather have the children be with your ex-husband, and then that solves all our problems there if you can live with that. Or he may actually surprise me and step up to the plate. And I personally doubt that, but like I said, I'm going to try to stay open-minded. And I think that it's in the best interest of all of us to have that discussion and to have it together and find out what everybody's position is on this and what's the best way to move forward. Would you agree with that premise?
I hear what you're saying, and he does care about the kids. And yes, let's sit down together and see if we can't come to a mutual understanding on this.
Okay, what I found from this is that it's not ideal for either one of us. But in a negotiation, there's got to be sacrifice and compromise on both sides. And I think I find that we're willing to do that. And we're willing to do that in a way that's constructive and in the best interest of the children. So from this point forward, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a little more time to see if we can hash all this out. And again, we're going to get to see the kids' grades. We'll keep a very close eye on their emotional well-being. And ultimately, it's not about you or I. It's about the kids. And I think regardless of how we're feeling towards each other or how much frustration or animosity we may have towards each other right now, I think we're showing that we're able to look past that and not invest our egos and emotions in this, and to stay focused on what is the best interest for the kids and what's going to be the most productive. Do you agree with that premise?
Yes, I do. And at the end of the day, I want my kids to be happy, and I'm sure we can come to some type of agreement to where it works out for all parties involved. And
let me ask
we can get through this.
One last question. If the kids wanted to be with me 100% of the time, would you be able to live with that?
No. I feel that we should have shared custody.
Okay, so that's going to be the foundation that we're going to try to move forward from.
50-50.
Okay.
They need both their mom and dad.
Okay, if we can work that out and the kids are well adjusted and successful with that, I too agree that that would be the best course of action. Thank you.